Shadowfall Wind Lost, which is a sort of homage to my famous favourite poet as well. It was Jared Manley Hopkins, who used to just put words together, and I always liked that. And this was sort of one of the first times I went down south in Western Australia. I moved across here in 2004 and was aghast by the hot, hot, hot sun and the burning sand and the bright sea and the bright sky, and I couldn't find anything to paint. And that was when my husband said, let's go down south to Margaret River and further south and see what you think of that." And we went down, and I found somewhere at long last that I could feel was a bit like home, but better than home. And that was exactly so. What I was looking for was something to ground me, because the sun and the sea and the sand, which everybody else adores and thinks is wonderful, my poor freckly skin doesn't like at all. So I wanted the coolness of trees and bits of shadows, and we went walking in an area outside Margaret River near one of the wineries, and we were walking through paths and up little bits of hills and around and about and climbing over people's fences, not really thinking about it. And we'd been walking for probably about 2 hours, and it was getting close to evening time falling, and I said we're going to really need to turn back at some stage, and sat down, and these three most beautiful trees just sitting against a backdrop, and there was, thank God, a cool breeze blowing, and the shadows of course of the leaves were moving all over the place, and the branches were moving. So to make that shadow stuttering effect, I actually repeated bits. So it's not as though this is one piece of work that was cut in three. Bits of it are repeated in the same sequence. So that bit of the first painting actually belongs in here. So that's it. I wanted to give that feeling that the shadows were moving as we sat there and looked at it and had 15-minute beautiful break. And it was the first time that I decided I really loved Australia and that I could stay here.